Spence, love to talk to you about that fight. However, we are here to talk about things slightly more serious. This week, Monday, Greg Page, former world champion, passed away in his sleep. I know someone who you follow closely. Big fan of Greg.
Yep. Oh man, really sad. You got to look on this. Greg Page being the other heavyweight champion from Louisville, Kentucky. People seem to forget about Jimmy Ellis, but Greg Page, very good fighter. And you think in the mid-80s, I know Bunce likes to go on about the mid-80s, but in the mid-80s you had good fighters who were just below Larry Holmes, but if they're around today, they'll be doing excellent stuff.
If they live right and they were around today, they'd be ruling. They'd be rocking.
Most definitely. But like Ali, he was a brilliant amateur, winning AAU championships, winning Golden Glove championships. When he turned professional, highlight of his career was going out and beating Jerry Coetzee. But before that, earning the chance to fight for him, he beat Ronaldo Snipes. Mr. Snipes. Mr. Snipes was a good fighter. Then he went on, when he won the title with that famous right hand we dropped on him, remember?
The
round went really long, went over into 4 minutes, becoming heavyweight champion, and then losing the title like 4 months after losing the title.
And then just carrying on and just talking about lack of motivation, and then what, 15 years later fighting for $1,500.
Very, you know what I mean? You
How's that work, man?
Yeah, but you think about it, that's the passion that these guys have for the sport, but also it's like they get lost in being who they are. And him becoming world heavyweight champion at that time, when he became world heavyweight champion, we went to South Africa. And at that time, the apartheid thing and everything. Exactly, and that was 20 years after Ali shocked the world, and he done the same thing, he shocked the world. So as much as we look on Greg Page for carrying on too long, remember he sued Kentucky, the boxing commission, 1.6 or 1.2 mil,
whatever.
Yeah, right, a lot of money. He sued the commission for negligence, because he actually got his last pro fight when he fought Del Crow. He got hit with a shot, but Del Crow actually pushed him. Right, he landed on his head, and there wasn't enough cushioning on the canvas.
He suffered horrific injuries.
He had a blood clot removed, but he was in a coma for a week. But more than that, he was left 15 minutes. The doctor fled the building. That's why there was a problem, and there were so many irregularities. But and here's the ironic twist before we sign off. Dal Crow and Page become great friends, and they went on Oprah Winfrey together. It was one of the most bizarre twists.
We met him together. Me and Steve Bunce met him together when Danny beat Mike Tyson out in Kentucky, in Louisville, Kentucky.
In that room.
Yeah.
Tough, man.
Right. And
Crow was crying, I was crying, I don't know if Spencer was crying.
I was wiping his eyes, man.
Thanks. Final words, because he's a guy who put Tyson down in training.
In sparring just before Mike Tyson lost to James Buster Douglas.
And Page predicted he would lose on the day to Larry Merchant.
A fitting legacy.
All right.
Final word then. We'll see you same time, same place next week. But final thoughts today to the family and to Greg Page. We'll see you soon.